Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing good today. This video will contain copyrighted fuckery being used underneath the Fair Use Act for educational purposes. It's Mark Sargent versus the Flat Earth community. That's right, because one hit piece ain't enough. Like him and Patricia said, they're going to keep rolling out these hit pieces. That's going to be done by the media in Hollywood. They're going to be one right after another. And they're going to make flat earthers look fucking dumb because, according to Mark and Patricia, this is a great thing. This is good things for flat earth coming up. Thanks to Hollywood and the media. Woo! So, anyways, Mark's got another hit piece documentary coming up. He's going to be helping the Skeptic Society, which is made up of the scientific community, and the corrupt scientific community, and the National Geographic Network. That's right. He's going to be helping them debunk flat Earth. That's right. So Mark said he was contacted by National Geographic, asked if he's got anything coming up in June, like Mark's the big man, macho man, and flat Earth. So they asked him if he's got anything coming up in June. And listen to Mark here as he makes up fictional names of a couple people that are supposedly supposed to host this flat Earth meetup that National Geographic's going to be there to film. They're also going to do something else too that's used to debunk the flat Earth community. Okay, let's listen to Mark here.
And the next meetup in Los Angeles, I am going to be attending. Just so
I want to go.
Why don't you go?
When is it?
June.
Keep in mind, Patricia here knows nothing about this meetup. This is the first supposedly she heard from it is right now. So let's pay attention here.
Second week of June, maybe.
I don't have too
The
much.
reason why I'm going, you're probably saying, "Hey, Mark, why are you going?"
I should be asking that. Hey, Mark, why are you going? I forgot my.
Well, Patricia, I'm glad you asked. The reason why I am going is because National Geographic contacted me and said, "Hey, we'd like to shoot some sort of mini documentary thing, blah blah blah, down in the California area. Do you know if anything's going on?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "There's Ross and Carrie. Is it Carrie and Ross? Ross and Carrie." Oh no, Ross.
Carrie and Ross, Ross and Carrie, Ross, Carrie, Carrie, Ross. It's all the same names, Mark. You're just making shit up. He's trying to pretend that Carrie and Ross are hosting this flat Earth meetup in L.A. that National Geographic just going to happen to be there to film, you know, and Mark's going to be there, and Patricia just found out about it too. Or did she? Let's listen.
Ross and Carrie, right?
I think that's their names.
I think that's the name. Either way.
I think that's their names. She didn't know nothing about this meetup, but knows Ross and Carrie are going to be putting on this flat Earth meetup in L.A. No, it's Patricia and Mark that are putting on this flat Earth meetup in L.A. so they can film yet another hit piece against the flat Earth community. Okay?
I did an interview with them, and he's part of a Skeptic Society, and so he wants to run some tests at a salt lake that's outside of Los Angeles.
What's the Skeptic Society? I think it seems like
they don't believe in anything ever.
Feel there.
Yeah, what is the Skeptic Society? The Skeptic Society is a nonprofit 501c3. That's right there's a red flag. Scientific and educational organization whose mission is to engage leading experts in investigative the paranormal, fringe science, that would be flat Earth, pseudoscience, that would be flat Earth, and extraordinary claims of all kinds, promote critical thinking, and serve as an educational tool for those seeking a sound scientific viewpoint. Other contributors, leading scientists, scholars, investigative journalists, historians, professors, and teachers are top experts in this field. It is our hope that our efforts go a long way in promoting critical thinking and lifelong inquisitiveness in all individuals. Let me also point out for you religious people that the Skeptic Society does not accept a creator. They promote evolution. You know, and I get asked a lot what I think about am I a evolutionist or a creationist? You know what? We're always given choices in our life, but we don't have to make them choices. Because, see, I don't believe in evolution and I don't believe in creationists neither. Because there's not enough proof for either one. I'm of the mindset that there are plenty of things that man and even these top scientists can't even explain. And how life started and how the earth was created is one of them. Okay? So, anyways, you can see the Skeptic Society is our enemy. All right? So, anyways, let's listen to Mark and Patricia as they describe who is the Skeptic Society.
They also think that everything is absolutely as advertised. There is no, everything's really, really
Well,
cut and dry.
that's not a skeptic, actually, is it?
It might be a little naive,
That's
in my opinion.
That's
Or
just somebody who
any
opens their
conspiracy.
mouth up and lets the person should not be put a spoonful of lies in their mouth.
Like you all did with Behind the Curve. Willingly did. And then called it great. Patricia.
I'll call them out on it, but it is naive to think it's like, okay, so there are conspiracies in business and politics and entertainment and sports. We all know that.
Even among two people, there can be a conspiracy.
Oh, yeah,
You
there's
and I
little
could talk
conspiracies.
after this and make up some plot to take down Nathan Oak.
What they're saying is the only conspiracies that are real are the ones that are covered by the media, the mainstream media. It's like, yeah, but you're assuming that the mainstream media is completely objective and is not leaned by any corporate interests whatsoever. And
they can look in to see who owns the mainstream media.
I know,
and find out it's a handful of companies.
Yeah, mainstream media is controlled by parent corporations, and if they don't want certain things talked about, they don't get talked about. So if some
And if they do talk about things they don't want people believing, they show it in a negative light. Can you believe these two? And then yet they sit here and tell us all this negative stuff from the Behind the Curve documentary, all these media interviews and everything else, even though it's all negative and calls us names and make us look stupid and on the fringe of society. It's great. Can you see the fuckery going on here with these two actors? They're not flat earthers. They're actors. And they're destroying the flat earth community while people in the flat earth community are patting them on their back. Okay? So what could Mark be going down to LA to help the Skeptic Society and National Geographic do? You think Mark's going to go down there and be able to prove some of his clues? Do you think they're going to prove some of Eric Dubé's 200 proofs? No. Mark is going down to LA to help National Geographic and the Skeptic Society do a flat earth debunking test. Let's listen.
Anyway, the point is this Skeptic Society down in Los Angeles, they want to run a test at some Salt Lake. And they asked me to come down. I said, no, I'm not coming down for a freaking skeptics test. There's plenty of people in the Los Angeles area. You don't need me to come down. And so I contacted some people down there, and then National Geographic contacts me and they said, hey, maybe they do a meetup at the same time. So then I started being the go-between, shooting emails around to everybody. And then they finally called me up and said, why don't you come down? We'll bring you down to this and we'll turn this into kind of a bigger thing. It's like, okay, fine. I will go, and we will do a meetup sometime in June, and we will do the skeptics thing, and it'll be flat earthers versus the Skeptic Society, and many skeptics will die.
You heard it here first.
There will be blood, not the movie, the actual flat earth debunking test.
Well, we have
Did
a little.
You hear him? Not the movie, the actual flat earth debunking test.
You heard it here first.
And many skeptics. We will do the skeptics thing, and it'll be flat earthers versus the Skeptic Society, and many skeptics will die.
You heard it here first.
There will be blood, not the movie, the actual flat earth debunking test.
The actual flat earth debunking test. So Mark Sargent is going to help him do a debunking test, and they're going to make a documentary out of this. Do you see the fuckery going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Mark Sargent and Patricia Steer aren't flat earthers. They're actors being paid to infiltrate and destroy the flat earth community from within. Documentary by documentary by media interview by media interview. That's the only reason they're going around and saying all this negative stuff is great for the flat earth community. Well, if it was great for the truth community, the truthers wouldn't have got shut down on YouTube. Have a good day, everybody.